It's another bright good morning here from Horsham, and here we are on day 144 of our 365-day trip through the Bible. At the moment we're looking at the statutes and laws of Old Israel, and we are looking at the laws relating to human behavior towards God and worship. And we now come to a passage which contains some very familiar words. This is Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 1 to 9. Moses said to the people of Israel, I am telling you all of the laws which Yahweh your God has given me orders to teach you. You must keep them when you go into the land you are about to occupy. Your whole life long, you and all your successors must give honor to Yahweh your God. Obey all these laws that I am giving you, and you will live in that land for a long time. Listen to them, Israel. Obey them carefully, and everything will be all right for you. You will become a strong nation, living in a land of milk and honey, just as Yahweh, the God of your forebears, promised. Israel, remember, it is Yahweh and only Yahweh who is God. Love Yahweh your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength. And never forget the laws I'm giving you today. Teach them to your children. Repeat them together at home or away, at work or at rest. Tie them round your wrists. Wear them on your heads. Write them on your door frames and your gates as a reminder. The famous words in this passage were repeated by Jesus as a part of his summary of the Old Testament law. He put it like this: love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. To this Jesus added words he knew from Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am Yahweh. Putting these two ancient quotes together was an act of genius. Everybody knew that the 10 Commandments concerned people's duty first to God in Commandments 1 to 4, and then to humans in Commandments 5 to 10. The 10 Commandments were then expanded in Exodus, Leviticus, and Deuteronomy into a detailed code of customs, regulations, teachings, and prohibitions, some of them vague, others contradictory, eventually demanding a vast band of scholars and legal experts to help lesser mortals to pick their way through the minefield they left. It is obvious from this passage that those who wrote what they knew of the law of Moses were absolutely aware of the complexities their writings were going to impose on people. So they warned their readers that keeping these laws would require some mental effort. Although modern Jews in the West aren't often seen with scriptures strapped to their wrists or their foreheads, you might well find a modest text box on or by a Jewish front door. The genius of Jesus, placing these two texts from Leviticus and Deuteronomy together, was his intention to cut through all the complexity and to reveal the heart and soul of the first 5 books of the Bible. Love for a loving God who liberates people, who wishes people to do the same for one another. In the next 2 studies, we shall consider the content of what I have called the Exodus Gospel and the loving provision God made for his chosen people. So I'll see you tomorrow.